a favor, mute your microphones. There's a little button on the bottom left of your Zoom screen. And I think what we'll do from here, we have a big agenda today, and Jessica's going to really control the meeting for the majority of it. She did a really great slideshow for us, and she's going to explain some intricate things, but don't worry too much about taking too many notes. What I'd like you to try and do is if you have any questions as Jessica's presenting, please just make your notes either on a little piece of paper off to the side, any questions, and then we'll also have the chat room going. You could throw questions into that as well. So let me take an opportunity here to grab Jessica and make her a host.
Thank you. Hi, everyone. So today, so I've been learning different tips and tricks as far as marketing on Instagram, and we all want tricks, right? Tips and tricks. So one of them is a hashtag hack that I discovered probably about a week ago. And it just streamlines utilizing the same old hashtags that we just constantly reuse. So that'll be the first one. Second one is the Instagram alt tag. I don't know if many of you are familiar with it. If you are, then you already know the beauty of it, but otherwise I will fill everyone in. I'll also go back to our last meeting when we chatted about Linktree. I'm going to go ahead and basically demo a little bit through the slideshow what Linktree does, how you can really customize it to your art and your brand. And then last but not least, it's going to be a couple of little changes that we're going to be eventually seeing in the future for Photo Art Pavilion for the artist storefronts. So that's pretty exciting too. So, and then Joanne has a little bonus content as well. So let me jump over into our presentation. Just bear with me. There we go. All right. So I just need to, yep, there we go. All right. So hashtag shortcut. So I do apologize. This is my screenshot of my phone. I'm using, I think it's iPhone 11. I'm not quite sure, but either way, this is an iPhone. If you have an Android phone, obviously the features are going to be there. It's just going to be a little different, but essentially the concept is there. So you're going to go into your settings. And from there, once you click onto settings on an iPhone, you're going to go into general. So again, might be a little different as far as Android and so on, but there's a way to find the right information. You quickly Google based on your phone model. So you click on general. From there, you're going to locate your keyboard settings. In here, you're going to have the ability to do text replacement. So again, you're going to just select text replacement. You're going to create a new shortcut. So what does that mean? You're basically going to be able to have a word that you're going to type in. So to move forward, you hit the plus sign to create new. And then now you're going to view this window. And you have a phrase and a shortcut. So in the phrase, your hashtags that you would like to utilize will go in there. So it will be, let's say, hashtag fine art, hashtag waterfalls, hashtag the region that you're working in. And you can have it obviously customized to what you typically put in your hashtags. I know most of us have pretty standard, maybe like the top 5, top 7 that we always use. And instead of constantly typing them out, this is a great way to shortcut it. So in the phrase, obviously, again, that's where hashtags will go, all of the ones that you would like to use. In the shortcut area, it's what you're gonna type out on your phone that will trigger the use of this hashtag replacement. So for me, I've created hashtag art. Anytime I start to type this out on my phone, it will instantly propagate the tags that I've put into this field here. So let me go to the next screen. And I kind of did a demonstration. So phrase, I am a New York photographer. I've also put in here the @ Photo Art Pavilion. So this way I don't always have to tag the gallery. It's just automatically tagged. And then I went on with the next set of hashtags. Now each hashtag is just a simple space in between. And that obviously that's the same as you would have in Instagram, Facebook, and so on. You always need a space to determine when the hashtag ends. And again, the phrase that I use is hashtag art. I do want to say we will be posting this recorded Zoom meeting on our YouTube channel. So definitely feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel for Photo Art Pavilion. We will also, I would also say, if you see something here that you like, jot it down. Also take a snapshot. You can use your computer, take a snapshot, or utilize your phone, take a quick screenshot of what you're seeing here. And this way you're able to remember how to go back and do this for yourself. So let's go to the next screen. Always, always, always remember to hit save. I can tell you, I think the first time I was doing this, I just totally missed the save button. And I'm like, why isn't it working, as I keep typing out the same hashtag shortcut? So just remember to hit save to continue your process. And the beauty of it, you can have as many of these hashtag shortcuts that you would like to use. So you can base it on the type of photography, scenic, locations, you name it. You can be as creative as you want with this. You can have an abstract series. You can have landscape series. You can have, maybe you went to Utah and you have a Utah series. You'll be able to really customize the hashtags and the audience that you're trying to connect with through Instagram, Facebook, and all the other social media platforms. So let's go to the next one. So that was your hashtag shortcuts. So now Instagram alt tags. So what are alt tags? Alt tags are, how to explain this? It's so for the visually impaired, Instagram has created alt tag feature. And this allows you to describe what your photo is, because Instagram is a visual platform. So the alt tag will be able to give a description to a visually impaired viewer, and they'll be able to get a better idea or understanding of what that post is all about. So what does that mean? Well, it's basically another way to add descriptive key phrases, keywords into your post to get more of a organic reaction or organic sharing through Instagram. So how to do this? There's two actual ways to do this. So the first one is, let's say if you go back to your posts that are already shown on Instagram, you would open up your Instagram on your phone, you go to your feed, you're going to locate a post you would like to update. So we're going to be working on this black and white post that we did not too long ago. From there, when you click on that post, you get the option of these three dots. So what we're going to do is click onto those three dots. From there, we're going to select edit as a command. So now you have basically two options, which of course is kind of hard to see, so I do apologize. Here is where you get to tag people or companies in your post, and here is where you have your alt tag text. So this is, again, you're going to be connecting either a person or a place, and here is where you're going to add in your descriptive text. So we're continuing to the next slide. So for us with Photo Art Pavilion, once our scheduled social media goes out, we always try to go back either that day or maybe the next day and tag the artist that was in the post. So in this case, it was Brian's artwork. So I was able to go in and tag him into that post so he can see that we're sharing his art. And again, just explain that. And you could do this with, you know, different companies, other maybe friends if you went out shooting together, whatever it is that you'd like to do with the art and who you want to connect with. Now, once I made that connection, as far as a person, you always have to hit done. And that's going to bring you back to that same window where you have the both options. From there, you could click on to the edit alt text. So this is where you want to be pretty descriptive. So in that photo, it was it doesn't have to be perfect. So you don't have to actually speak in actual sentences. It could just be a series of like a thought. Definitely no hashtags are used in this area. It's just purely descriptive information. So it's just like an ongoing running sentence. So long exposure of domed building in New York City, wonderful array of gray tones throughout the structure, fine art print available for sale at Photo Art Pavilion, shipping, all art has free, shipping, Photo Art Pavilion, shipping all art has free nationwide shipping. So it goes on and on and on. And there's a lot more there that you just don't see in this screenshot. So what does that mean? You can go ahead and do any kinds of keywords, key phrases, locations. You could talk about the actual art itself, what's available, how do you sell your art? You know, there's, I don't know, the possibility is almost endless. And all of this information is then picked up by Instagram, and it helps to have your account rank a little bit more organic. So this post might get different viewers because you have different information within this alt area. So next, here is the second way to do alt tags. So that's on something that was already posted. Now let's go with something that you want to create new. Sorry. So we're going to click on the plus sign to create a new post on Instagram. And again, you're going to be utilizing your phone on all this, or mobile device of some sort. So here's a new post window. You do the same thing as you usually do. You're going to write your caption. You're going to select an image, tag whatever people, location. And then from there, you're going to come down to advanced settings. It's usually something that we don't always look at or explore. So once you're in advanced settings, you have a bunch of different things here, but really we want is this right alt text. So once you click into that, you see the same window as you did in the previous method. So same idea. You're going to add all the information that you want to describe within the image, any kind of keywords, key phrases. Just remember, no hashtags. This isn't a spot for marketing per se, but it's just a way to add descriptive information. Once you do that, click done. And then that's going to bring you back to your main screen. And then you can go ahead and share your post. So now jumping into Linktree. And by the way, if you have questions, definitely feel free to add it into our chat of the Zoom meeting, and we'll be able to come back to it at the end of the meeting. Or just jot it down, and then you could just verbally ask us any questions that you have. So now moving forward, Linktree. Last meeting, we were talking about this. Basically, you're able to define where you want to drive your traffic by utilizing that one link that Instagram uses, or that one link that Facebook uses to be able to share your content. So Linktree gives you the ability to expand that. So that one link now turns into several. So as you can see, this is our snapshot of our Instagram page, and you're just going to click on our link here. So we utilize the Linktree link that is provided from the service, which is free. And then you jump over here. And so this is what Linktree looks like. We just did a very simple thing. The goal is just to really drive the traffic to where we're looking to drive it through. But how do you use that for your account? Well, there's a couple of different ways to do that. So let me see. So let's see. So you can either do a simple shop art, and that brings people to your main storefront. Sorry, just getting dry. And then you can have it defined by perhaps landscapes, or your coastal captures, or a specific trip that you went on to a region. I'm just going to use Utah again. And then you can have this be customized as many times as you want, have as many links. I believe it's unlimited links available on here. They do actually offer a paid version where you get a little bit more stat information. You get to really see who's going to your site, how it's being used as far as your link tree is being used. And also you get to choose custom designs or their templates. But either way, we're just checking this out. We like the blue. We're blue and orange. So at this point, once you go in and start creating your Linktree account, you want to define your categories. So I'm using my last name and bridge. So when you're in Photo Art Pavilion, you can type in your last name and use the plus sign, and any kind of subject matter you want to use as far as narrowing down your search. Now, once you have this, you'll go and collect that URL, so copy, And then you're going to open up your Linktree account and paste in that customized link into your Linktree, and then give it whatever name you want. So pretty easy, but at the same point, it might take you a little moment to get the hang of it. But honestly, you can define your Linktree, your social media posts, and everything based on these searching, last name and bridge. But wait, there's more. So here at Photo Art Pavilion, we're always listening to the artist and the needs, and we are always trying to work on the site and enhance it to what we all want to be able to utilize the site for. We're always growing. And we do have something to show you that's in the works. Soon on your storefront pages, you will be able to have either where a person can shop all images or shop collections. So here's a sample as to what it is. Obviously, this isn't a working sample, but it is the design that's in motion. So we'll have either bestsellers or new arrivals in this area, and it'll go through as far as all the categories that your work shows up on. So let's say if you're only black and white photography, then obviously black and white category will be your primary category. If you have artwork in every single category, then all of them will appear. I think this is going to be a great change to the storefront platform and a great enhancement for your buyers. Also, I know we talked about it last time, the emails being added. So in this area here, you can see there's a little envelope. That little envelope allows your shoppers to be able to contact you directly. So that email is going to open up, and they'll be able to send a direct email to you. You'll be able to add their information to your email marketing campaign list, and just start having a great conversation with hopefully someone who enjoys your art. And that is it as far as the presentation for today, but that doesn't mean we're not over yet. So Joanne has some bonus information to share with us for today, and then we'll go into questions. So definitely feel free to, again, add questions into the chat area, and we'll get to it in just a moment, or you could just raise your hand and we'll be able to unmute you and have a quick discussion. So Joanne, it's all yours.
All righty. Can you guys hear me? All right, so that was great, Jess. A lot of great information. I'll have to say that she educated me today, which was awesome. And I've been around this social media marketing for quite a long time. It is amazing the tricks and tools that are buried inside of the social media platforms. Jessica's been doing tons of research, and I was really in awe of the hashtag hack, because one of the things I can't stand is typing in my phone a million little hashtags. So I love it. I think that if you missed any of this meeting, some of you guys came in late, we'll be posting this video on YouTube, so you'll be able to kind of scroll through the video and see that aspect of the meeting to kind of reinforce what we're talking about here. That's awesome. So just to go back when we were talking about the future of your art storefront, your portfolio page. Right now, there's a list of all of your images in random order, basically in order of the way you upload them. We've had several photographers come to us and ask us if there's a way to have that sorted in a better fashion. And that's probably, I think, maybe our first or second marketing meeting that we did, where we went back to our developers and we've hired them to get that task done. So that's in the works. We've already put a deposit on their hours to move forward with that initiative. So you'll have on your portfolio page, your main storefront page, there'll be two buttons. The one link is going to say images, which are all of the images the way you see them now. And then there's another button that will be your collections. And the page view is going to default to the collections, which is really going to be a benefit, because a lot of us, we kind of, when we load the work up on the website, we put, we categorize, we choose two categories. And when you put your images into those categories, those are going to be the collections that are going to show up on your portfolio page. So keep that in mind. Make sure you're definitely putting your work in the proper categories. I wanted to just remind you, is this backwards? No? Okay. It is for me. So you see this? Yo, this is so important for Jessica and Joanne as we try to help you sell your art. When you make a post to social media, don't hashtag Photo Art Pavilion, use this @ sign. When you use the @ sign, we see that you mention us. When you mention us, we can then share your post into our, um, what is that thing called? The story. We put it in the story. And we also then can create a highlight for your post as well. So by using the @Photo Art Pavilion, it helps drive a message over to us. We get a notification. When we see that notification, and I'll tell you, I spent my entire weekend responding to notifications, which is no skin off my nose. I love doing it. I love the fact that you guys are engaged in the platform, and I love the fact that I can help expand and share your artwork with our audience as well. So please make sure you take care of that in your in your social media posts. In Jessica's hashtag hacks, she did use that @ sign as part of her as part of that hack. So I would definitely try to include that in that hashtag hack and move that forward for yourself. Well, I have one other thing I think to share with you all, and then I believe we're going to head over to the Q&A section portion of this. So I'm going to share my screen real quickly. Host disabled participant screen sharing. Jessica, you have to. I think you have to send me back. Well, I'll just announce it. It's okay. We're doing a workshop in the spring, and the link is going to be on our Linktree/Photo Art Pavilion page. The link will be there. We're doing a workshop in the spring. We're heading up to Ithaca, New York. That's the northwest corner of New York State. We're going to be photographing waterfalls, obviously, water flows, and enjoying a little bit of time outside of our normal environment, getting to spend some time out in nature, which I think rejuvenates all of us since we do enjoy photography, and spending a little bit of time learning about long exposures and the different elements of making a wonderful photograph with moving objects, which in this case it will be water. So I'll send over the link to Linktree and make sure that you take a look at that workshop. We're only taking 8 participants for that. So if you're really inclined to join us, please sign up as soon as you can. And I think at this point, I'm ready to open up the floor for some Q&A. I think I see folks have already put some questions into the chat room. So let me go back and take a peek. Jessica, there's a question in there regarding the alt tag from Michael Connor. Sounds like the alt tag is not used for searches. It's for describing the image once it is found.
Yeah, I'll expand. So yes, it is meant for that purpose, to basically describe the image for the visually impaired. However, that information does get picked up in the Instagram algorithms. So it does help to give that little extra reach as far as, the descriptive language that you use in there.
Mike, did that answer your question? Are you still with us?
I hope so.
Well, I guess it's kind of used for searches. It's one of the other elements besides the hashtag that would be used in a search.
Correct.
Yeah, it just adds the more some extra information just to be able to compile into the algorithm. And these algorithms keep changing. So, as far as I know right now, that's a pretty good way to add some extra information and to have it seen in a different way. Because you got to think there are other accounts out there that aren't using the alt tags, and that's a great opportunity to add that information in and it gives you that little extra bit when people are searching for different things. So every little bit helps.
Right. And understand that the alt tags are for the visually impaired and sometimes hearing impaired. So if you're posting a video as well, uh, they use social media too. So having those alt tags helps them enjoy the experience of being on social media. So it's a good idea to try and do that. It is time consuming. All of this is time consuming. So obviously be selective in how you utilize it, but it is a benefit to you, and it's also a benefit to those that are visually and hearing impaired. Okay.
All right, next question is about Linktree, and that's from Michael. You said you just joined this week, not sure what Linktree accounts are. So did the slideshow help you with that, or do you have further questions?
Yeah, I don't remember Linktree at all, frankly.
Oh,
First
so
time I saw it.
so Linktree, it helps you expand your one link into different areas that you would like to drive your traffic. So let's say if you're, like, especially with Instagram, you know, you can't really click on the links that you put into your posts. So by adding Linktree to your bio, which is that one link that you're able to utilize on your account, you're able to split it up. So let's say if you're posting landscapes and you want to feature your landscape images. So on Instagram, you create a post, you know, it's going to be an image of say a landscape, and in your Linktree, create that category on Photo Art Pavilion and add that new URL that you created and put it into your Linktree as landscape. So now you're going to utilize your last name, the plus sign, and landscapes, and all your art will come up.
So Linktree is a feature of Photo Art Pavilion specifically?
No.
Well, no, it's Linktree is just, it's essentially a third-party company. And
Okay,
what you do
so
when you
it's
create
like
an account,
Instagram
so think of it as a tree. So you have your main link, so Linktree, and it branches out. Those branches are different areas that you can drive your audience to. So if you have artwork that you're featuring of a recent trip, if you have
it wasn't clear whether this was part of your service or you were referring to
Nope, it's third party. You know, and I said in the chat that in the meeting that, you know, it's free to use, or you can pay, I think it's like $6 a month or something like that, to be able to customize your Linktree, view your stats a little bit differently, a little bit information. But either way, the free account serves the same purpose, where you're basically creating the one link that can spread your audience into different directions depending how you see fit for your art. So we're customizing Linktree as an artist. So what are the goals? The goals are to get our people to the different areas.
Yeah, let me just interject something to take the confusion out of Linktree. It's a service, and what we do with that service, what you utilize the service for, is to kind of consolidate all the many links that we have, whether it be through the Photo Art Pavilion page, your Instagram and Facebook, and all your different socials, where you can be found on the internet in various different spots. By going to Linktree and opening up a free account, you're creating, as Jessica said, a tree of links that you can now use that Linktree link. So I put in our chat room, our Photo Art Pavilion is Linktree/Photo Art Pavilion. If you go there, we take that link and we put that in our Instagram profile. We put it in our Facebook profile. We put it in our emails. So when we're reaching out to an audience, regardless of the audience, we don't have to be so specific in what link are we going to show them for communicating and interacting with us. They simply go to that link tree, look at the branches, pick what they need, and then jump right over directly to that spot. So it kind of really streamlines how you share your
It's the one link that rules
connectivity.
them all.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you're just gonna kind of just simplifies all of the nonsense that we have. I mean, we've got websites and you name it. There's a lot going on that we have to kind of manage. So Now you have one link with all your sublinks, if you will, and that's how you drive your audience anywhere you need to drive them. I
Joanne,
hear from Marisa.
Joanne,
I'm sorry.
yeah, that was already answered about the collections. But
Oh, okay.
as far as the link tree, again, if we create an account, we have the initial URL.
Mhm.
Then does each category have a different URL? That's what I thought you said.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we have to create different ones for each category, or is it automatically?
No, so with Linktree, you're creating it. This is your account that you can utilize as you see fit. So to take Linktree into an artist perspective, it's usually you want to separate it, create your links by your categories of your artwork. And you
Right.
can do what we use for Photo Art Pavilion. You could do your own thing. It's up to you. That's the creative part of Linktree.
But if we have categories, are you saying that, let's say the initial thing that we put on our bio, would it be different links for the different categories that we may want to drive?
I want to answer this because I think this is going to be solved in about 30 days. Because when we have the collections page built for all of the profiles, or the artist profiles, you're not going to have to worry about the collections. Your link tree will then most likely be the direct link over to your main Photo Art Pavilion artist profile page, and that page will be divvied up into the different categories. Then you can also utilize your link tree to have, if you wanted, your links over to social media. I'm going to go back to me. I've simplified my life. I had my own website. I took it down. I have my URL point directly over to photoartpavilion.com. And on that page, I'm going to have my collections all sorted out. Plus, I have every one of my social media links sitting there and a direct email link back to me. Why do I need a website? I don't even need the link tree. I don't personally. Some of you may. Some of you may not be giving up your own personal websites, but you have your art available for sale in multiple locations. That's perfectly cool. So think about how your audience is interacting with you, which is going to be the way you will interact with Linktree. It may not be for everybody. It's not for me. I don't need it. Jessica has a different use for it. I don't need it. I have my own URL. I took my website down. It points directly over to my Photo Art Pavilion artist page. I'm good. If you need to find me in any platform, that's where you'll find me.
I have another question concerning that. Will we have, do we have a specific link on or a specific URL on Photo Art Pavilion, or no? You have to go
Yes.
the.
You do. I can send that to you, Marisa, off this chat. Absolutely. But you have you have your own artist page, and it's
And it would go.
photoartpavilion.com/artist/ and it's your name.
Oh, okay. Okay. No, I wasn't sure because I know on SmugMug they had, you had that. You can just, start
Yep.
typing in your name and it came up and goes directly to your account. I didn't
Absolutely.
know
Oh, you could do that too. We have the search feature on the website. You could type in your name and you'll come right up.
Okay. Okay.
We also have
Can
the
I
artist
can I
links.
ask a quick question on another
Yes.
a little bit
Yes,
different
Sharon.
subject, very quick?
Yep.
When you said to not hashtag Photo Art Pavilion, but to put the @ Photo Art
Yes.
Pavilion,
Yes.
are there spaces between Photo Art and Pavilion? Or is it like one whole 3 words together when they do that?
It's all scrunched together. And I see Rich also posted in there about Facebook. So
No, but
on-
so what I'm saying, so it would be @ Photo Art Pavilion, but on your sign, it looks like there's a space between the
no
3
spaces.
words.
No spaces.
There's no spaces, so we have to
That's just
photo
poor penmanship.
TO, it goes ART Pavilion, right? The whole,
Yeah,
no space.
all one word. Whenever
Okay.
you're using the @ or the hashtag, everything is, there's no spaces.
Right. And my other
Everything's
question
together.
related to this, which is probably like a stupid one, but do you put that on the same line where you put your hashtags? You
can.
do like hashtag this, and then on that same where you're adding hashtags, that's where you put the @Photo Art
You
Pavilion.
absolutely can. You could put it anywhere within the post. I was creating some social media posts for myself this morning, and I like put the title of the image. I said exclusively available at Photo Art Pavilion in my
Right, got it.
commentary, and then I went to hashtags. You could play around with it. There's no
So it can
specific
appear anywhere in
anywhere.
that
anywhere.
posting. And what
And-
if
I'm
you,
listening.
us as an artist, post an image, let's hypothetically say to Instagram, just to use an
Mhm.
example, and it's not an image that's at Photo Art Pavilion, either now or not yet. Should we still keep using this? Because it'll still, like, they'll say, oh, this person's kind of an interesting artist. What's this photo art? And so even if they won't see that particular image, they'll get exposed to other images by that artist. So should we or should we not still use that at, if that image that we post is actually not yet, or when, whatever, is not on the site?
I would say use your discretion. We're happy to promote you if you're part of the website. We will use our discretion as well.
Right, okay.
Because
I just didn't know if it was
again,
like inappropriate, because my
This is-
thinking is that if it's not on the site, it'll still draw them to the site, and then they'll say, oh, I kind of like this photo that I just saw. Oh, I didn't know she had this beautiful, whatever, landscape, but
agree.
whatever it is.
But understand that, we're here to promote you and to help you sell art. So
Oh, no, I understand. I
use your
just wanted to make sure it's
discretion.
not inappropriate if,
No,
in those
no,
cases.
it's not inappropriate. We want to help promote you. That's part of the service that we provide every day.
Okay,
Not a problem. So to
okay,
answer
perfect.
Rich Labella, I added this page. On Facebook, we could not get Photo Art Pavilion as a name, so we had to go with Photo Art Pavilion page. Okay,
That's
so
just for
that's how
Facebook?
you're tagging us on Facebook. Sorry.
But also make sure you like us too on Facebook, and that's
Yeah,
what, this
like
way
us.
it easily comes up.
We like you.
And we have to capitalize the P, A, and P.
No,
That's
no,
not how.
that's just another
Okay.
weird thing I do.
Oh, okay, no, that's fine. Okay.
Okay.
All right, and then I saw some stuff in here about hashtags, and yeah, everyone's going to have their own process. You may, a lot of us will have our organization with the hashtags, and the hashtag hack is just to kind of reduce going from app to app to be able to get the right hashtag set up. So, obviously everyone use the hashtag hack as you see fit. Again, it might not be for everybody if you already have certain notes and things set up, but it's nice to just start typing something and it comes up versus having to go to this app, copy, go back into Instagram, paste it in. So if you already have it there, just create your hashtag hack. So do what you got to do.
Can I ask a quick question about the, oh, sorry, about the
Just let me
hashtag
just
hack?
answer this question about Twitter. We're not on Twitter yet. Coming to a Twitter near you.
Twitter feed.
It just, there's so much for us to manage, and we needed to get our feet wet. We needed to build the audience on Facebook and Instagram. We're also doing pretty well on LinkedIn right now, getting a lot of attention there. So Twitter's coming as well. All right, Sharon, go ahead.
Oh, quick thing about the hashtag hack. So when you typed in the, like the shortcut word or whatever,
Yep.
and then you had all your hashtags, but can you put multiple, like in other words, if you have black and white photography and
Yeah, you
flower
can
photography,
create as-
you can create multiples of those. So the next time you go in, I would put in, let's say, my shortcut or whatever you want to call it, I would put black and white. It would then have all the hashtags for everything related to black and white photography. If I put flowers, then all my hashtags would come up
Correct.
for the cat. So I can have multiple categories that would shortcut to all those hashtags.
You can create, I think, as many shortcuts as you want on your device. Obviously you just, use your discretion as far as what hashtags that you want to be able to utilize for each subject, each thing that you're creating.
Right.
And
Okay,
then
great.
hopefully that helps to streamline
Yeah.
your flow when you're posting.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you.
So all these little bits and pieces that hopefully help ease the whole social media process, which can be a little
It's a
bit.
great one.
Rich, I'm seeing your note. I don't know, I'll have to revisit that, but I know the actual Facebook page is at Photo Art Pavilion page. Like if you do facebook.com/Photo Art Pavilion page, that's the main Photo Art Pavilion platform, presence on that platform. So I'll revisit. I might be wrong, but I'm pretty sure we were not able to get Photo Art Pavilion as a home base for the Facebook.
Tried both and neither one works.
Well, okay.
What
No, we're
happens
there.
is, what happens is when you type it in, it immediately brings up a pop-up that
Right.
just shows Photo Art Pavilion as a location. You click that and then that'll be the Facebook link.
I'm checking it out. Hold on. Just
That's
give
the
me a
same thing, isn't it? Well, whatever, Jess is checking it out. Yeah, I think that suffices, because a lot of times too, like I try to tag you guys in return, and Jess does as well, and I'll start typing in a couple of letters, and I'll get a scrolling list, and sometimes I have to go down and find who I'm looking for and grab you. So that might be the process for now, I guess, until.
Here, I have it right here. I'm going to share screen. I'm in Facebook, and you can see right here, it's @ Photo Art Pavilion page.
Yeah.
So that's our call sign for Facebook. Just to clear that
Thank you,
up.
Jess.
You're welcome.
Good
Yeah,
luck.
so anyway, we've run over by about almost 15 minutes. I don't want to keep everybody. I know time is precious and valuable. Are there any more questions that we did not answer, just to make sure? Can a hashtag cluster be used in Facebook pages, which allows posting to Insta and Facebook? Well, I think if you end up posting in Instagram first and you do all of those hashtags and automatically share to Facebook, you're done. You're done.
Well, first I'll have to join Instagram, which I'm
You
probably
may
a
have
few
to.
years overdue.
You may have
Yeah.
to.
But note for Rich, just tried a little experiment. I actually went over to the Photo Art Pavilion page and then copied the Photo Art Pavilion page Photo Art Pavilion page link, posted it to a comment, and the link worked.
Okay.
I'll try that.
So yeah,
I'll
there's
try
something curious going on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
just did
think the more you use
a copy paste and it worked.
I think the more you use it, the more it comes into your personal algorithm. That's why I can't emphasize enough to please.
I think there's something to that because I've had on and off luck with the @ statements, trying to link to LIPG, for instance.
Yeah.
It doesn't always come up.
Mhm.
Some days it works great, some days it doesn't. So it might be more of an FB thing, Facebook thing than anything
Yeah,
else.
I think the algorithms start to play a little bit of wonky stuff with us.
Yeah.
So, all right, guys, I think what we're going to do is we're going to close out this meeting. I think it was a great meeting, and we're already working on the next meeting. So I want to just say thanks again for being with us. I think you guys are awesome. Jessica appreciates your faith in us, and we're doing everything we can to help you guys sell, to remain visible and remain creative. Okay, until next time.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Thanks a
Thank
lot.
you.